man's blood by men shall his blood be shed. For in the image of Allahayama made he man. You can't get away with just shedding somebody's blood. You have to realize there's stipulations. But when you just shed somebody's blood haphazardly, with no consideration that there's a repercussion, then you open up the door for such misery to happen. Let's go to Numbers. Numbers chapter 35. Numbers chapter 35 verse 33. That's right. You can't. 35 verse 33. What does it say?
For ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but the blood of him that shed.
That's right. See, blood defiles the land. You can't, when you take blood, will mess up a place. And therefore, people don't understand there's a prosperity for evil and there's a prosperity for righteousness. Every prosperity that a person has, you have to understand, if you got money by wrong, wrong can only proceed from the money because you got it wrong. This land here has been gotten wrong with such misery. So much innocent blood has been poured. And therefore the land is polluted. Go now, finish reading 34.
Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, Yahweh, dwell among the children of Israel.
That's right. See, he dwelled among us and he was telling us, blood is not something that you want to shed in your land if you expect to have any peace. Because blood, and he says, so ye shall not pollute the land where ye are, for blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be clean of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it. That's how you clean the land. If those that shed the blood wasn't punished, the land is polluted. This is saying it right here. You understand? So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. This land is defiled. This takes research. When you understand that people are sitting in a defiled land, thinking everything is all right, it ain't all right. So it says here, in Deuteronomy chapter 21, starting at verse 9. Verse 9 says,
21.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 9.
So shalt take away the guilt of innocent blood from among you, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of Yahweh.
Yeah, see, innocent blood, he said, now let's go up there, starting at verse 5. Go ahead. Same chapter, verse 5.
Alright. And the priest, the son of Levi, shall come near for the Allahayim that Yahweh hath chosen to minister upon him, and to bless in the name of the Allahayim. And by their word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried, and all the elders of that city that are next unto the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer that is beheaded in the valley, and they shall answer and say, our hands have not shed this blood, neither have our eyes seen it. Be merciful, O Allahayim, unto thy people Israel, whom thou hast redeemed, and lay not innocent blood unto the people of Israel's charge, and the blood shall be forgiven them. So shalt thou put away the guilt of innocent blood from among you when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of the Alahayama.
That's right. They had a ritual for innocent blood. That, I'm trying to tell you, nothing messes up a land like blood spilled by the innocent. You do unreparable harm to that area because you have poured blood that you should not, and the blood of that is innocent. When we go to Deuteronomy 19, verse 10, Deuteronomy 19, verse 10, it says, and he's always telling Israel not to shed that innocent blood. Go ahead.
That innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which Yahweh thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. And so blood be upon thee.
That's right. You know, so we should really understand that the life and the existence of a people is put to total play when you start dealing and not really understanding that you should not shed the blood of the innocent. Make sure, even if we go to Habakkuk, Habakkuk will tell you this is how this country was built. And that's right after Nineveh. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. Chapter 2 verse 12.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city in iniquity.
That's right. Whoa. That's not to be done. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. This chambers of the American way of life was what? Put in place by massive blood. The murdering and slaughtering of the American Indians. And it said, that is not to be done. These Indians, they and their forefathers, and Yahweh goes on even in the book of Leviticus. Don't think Yahweh ain't going to do something with this. Don't think that it's going to be Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17. Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17. Okay? Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17.
It should be a perpetual statute for your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood.
That's right. See, we should not. It shall be a perpetual statute for your generation throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood. So we don't eat the fat.
That's interesting, because certain meat has a lot of fat.
You remove the fat. See, these are the things that you learn. We don't eat the fat, and we don't eat the blood. This is written right here. And it goes, says, and Leviticus chapter 19, verse 26. See, you don't eat the fat, and you don't eat the blood. 1926.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantments, nor observe time.
Yeah, see, we don't do that. We don't deal with enchantments. certain spells and stuff like that. And we don't deal with horoscopes and stuff to tell us what time. We're time. We make the time. You're the only people that don't have to do that. I mean, a lot of times we may read these things, but that's not our incentive. We're not people on the time schedule like other people. We don't have to use enchantment. We're in the name of Yahweh God. That's right. Little spells. Like other men, they got these little spells. We don't use that, enchantments and stuff like that. We don't observe time. Time for any time is time for us. If y'all is with us and we need to go out and do it, then that's how we set. You understand? We are not on the time of the world. We on Yahweh's time. This is why Yahweh has he has a time that we plant. We on his time. That's why we have seasons. That's why we have festivity, and we have those feasts that he has proclaimed to be holy convocation. We're not on our time. We're on Yahweh's time. You understand what I'm saying? And therefore, as he says, ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantments nor observe time. Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard. So you supposed to never mar this corner of the beard, a corner. Now he said, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh your God. Do not prostitute thy daughters to cause her to be a whore, lest the land falls to whoredom, and the land becomes full of wickedness. Ye shall keep my Shabbat and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after withers to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh your God. The year saying, thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old men, and fear Elohimah. I am Yahweh. And it says, so we and it says, and if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. But the stranger that dwell with ye shall be unto you as one born among you. Thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your God. Ye shall not do unrighteousness in judgment, in metrics, and in weights, or in measures. Just balance, just weight, a just heifer, and a just hen shall ye have. I am Yahweh your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. And these are very beautiful things to know. And Yahweh told you how to conduct yourself that it would be acceptable. And it said, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the sons of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye shall keep my statute. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy fields with mingled seed, neither shall a garment of mingled linen and wool come upon thee, a mixture. And whoever so lieth carnally with a woman, that is a bondman betrothed to a husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scorched. They shall not be put to death, because she was not free. And ye shall bring his trespass offering unto Yahweh, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before Yahweh for his sin which he has done, and the sin which he has done shall be forgiven him. And when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manners of trees for food, then ye shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. 3 years shall it be uncircumcised unto you. It shall not be eaten of. But on the 4th year all the fruit thereof shall be holy, to praise Yahweh withal. And in the 5th year shall ye eat of the fruit thereof, that it may yield unto you the increase thereof. I am Yahweh your God. So I'm saying to you, these are beautiful laws that Yahweh wants us to adhere to. Don't you understand? These are things you must learn. These are the things that set you in harmony with your God, so that you may say, when you say, Yahweh God, I love you, he knows by your conduct of behavior to keeping of his commandments that it's not this word you're saying, but he sees that your action is acceptable. May Yahweh bless you, for truly we are blessed people. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 43. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 43.
Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants.
What did he say? Say it, read it again. That's right. And who is his servants? Oh yeah, we know. And who are they killing? But what did Yahweh say? Go ahead, read it.
He will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people.
That's right. See, we're going to be all that they have done and continuously to do to us. We are the servants of Yahweh. They have shed our blood. They have shed our blood in America like water, man. And say, don't worry about it. They don't take it to heart. That's why I'm trying to tell you. I want you to understand, when they murder you, they don't take it to heart. They feel that they're doing God a great favor. And that's what he says. All that found them has devoured them, and their adversaries say, we offend not. They don't feel that they offend. That's right, see? Because they have sinned against Yahweh. They know your history. They don't feel that when they murder you, that there is anything that's going to happen to them. They have no respect for you, because it happens too often in your community. You don't hear on the television that some white little child got done in by the police, because they service them the correct way. I seen this with my own eyes, that a white boy was drunk and the police took his keys and threw it on the floor. I saw that with my own eye. Gave him his car keys back when he should have been arrested and drove off. I saw that. I never forgot that. So they deal with each other because they respect each other. We don't respect each other. Therefore, when they come among us and come to us, their whole means of purpose is to do you as much harm as they can. And when they put you and give you a felony, they know you're dead in this society. And that's why you should be wise. I send you among raving wolves. Be wise as the serpent. You don't put yourself in harm's way, because they are not merciful to you. He said, meddle not with him, for he bears not the sword in vain. Why would you be anything other than leave him alone? Don't bother him. Don't feel that he won't arrest you or he won't shoot you. Leave him alone. Don't be antagonistic to him. Stay as far away from him as you can. Therefore, when you respect his laws, you can go about your business and things will be well with you. So Yahweh God, and I'm saying Jeremiah chapter 50, I'm reading at verse 7, where he said, man, we offend not. Don't worry about them. You see? But Yahweh said, rejoice, O ye nations, with his people. See, Yahweh's a great God. He's telling all the nations, come and rejoice. For he will avenge the blood of his servants. Yahweh said, I want to avenge the blood of my servants. And will render revengeance to his adversaries. And will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Because Yahweh only had one people. He made everybody, but he was only familiar. And he says so often. And he said, Israel, I've not dealt so with any other nation. Israel is a nation of people. They weren't a religion. He said, Israel, I've not dealt so with anybody. In other words, God has never had the type of relationship he had with us. He never had it with anybody else. So he gave us something that was special and royal. And therefore, when we go and we read this book, we know that Yahweh God didn't just love us. He loved us in a deep way. Because he wanted to show us that he thought so much of us. He separated himself from everybody and gave us that total preference that he didn't give nobody else. He said he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. In other words, we the only one that ever knew. That's why he told him. He said, only through the tribes of the sons of Israel that I will make known that which shall surely be. In other words, as time go on, the things that's happening on this earth, if they can't get it no clear, no other place but from us. Because this is the prophecy. This is what has been written. We have been chosen to teach the whole entire world. And we're teaching. They see our example. They know that we're Israelites. And we broke the law. And see what Yahweh has done to us. Guess what he's going to do to them? We're teaching the world. As we have been fragmented by their structure within their system that has come against us to keep us in these circumstances. Yahweh God has told us this. And that's why we read in Isaiah 44 verse 1. Because as he says there, we are the servants of Yahweh. And Yahweh is going to avenge us of those that have taken advantage and beat on us. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh God, we have to realize Yahweh ain't playing with them. They may think this is a joke. This ain't no joke. And I want you, so we go to Isaiah 44 verse 1. What does it say there? I just want to let you know where it says that.
Yet not hear, O Jacob, my son, whom I have chosen.
That's right. That's what he says. Read it again.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jezreel, whom I have chosen.
That's right. Now, let's go to Leviticus chapter 17. That was the priest, but you can look it up in the book. Jezreel. He was a priest. Leviticus. Let's go to Leviticus. Leviticus 17, verse 14. Leviticus 17, verse 14.
For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh. For the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth, it shall be cut off. And
Okay, so you see that. I want you to see that. For it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I say unto my son Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh. For the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening, then shall he be clean. So we can see we had a whole ritual of making things to where it would come out good for us. And so don't eat no blood. Don't eat no fat. Don't commit murder. It pollutes the land. Innocent blood. And what are they doing? What are they doing? Let's go to Psalm verse 10 and show you. Psalm verse 10. Yes, sir. Psalm verse 10. Let's start at verse 8. Psalm verse 10, verse 8.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor.
There you go. So he secretly, in his secret place, he murders the innocent. And therefore his land is polluted. May Yahweh bless each and every one of us. May we call upon our God, the Yahweh, who is God. Shama'a,
Shama'a,
Shalom,
Shalom,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Allah Hayanawa,
Hayanawa,
Yahweh, Kadah. You got Allah, Yahweh, you got Allah, Allah Hayanawa. La'a, Ya'anaha, Latistayakwa. Kaya, Shamasha, Magana, Yahweh, Allah Hayama. Hanaha, Malaka, Yahweh, Sabayaba, Layura'a, Yawa, Wayacha, Latisma. Barwaka, Allahayama, Ashura, La'a, Sayura, Paladaya, Makhasadawa, Wadaya. Yagadala, Yahweh, Yagadala, Allahayama. Yatisra, Samawaka, Latisra, Shalawama, Kaya, Maka, Mata, Maka, Mata, Kawa, Bayahawa, Adaya, Adda, Kaya, Bayaha, Yahawaha, Tiswara, Walayama, Kaya, La'a, Khasha, Ayakaba, Wala'a, Wasama, Bayashara, Allah. The Shabbata, Niga, Maparawasha, Yahawaha, Makabada. Yahweh, Allahayama. Yahweh, Allahayama. Yahweh, May Yahweh's Spirit rest upon us. May we love our God eternally. May we not deviate therefrom. May His Spirit guide us. May we pray often and constantly. May we remember Him, and may we always be humble, for He is our Master and we are His servant. May we love our God eternally. Amen. Amen.